We are back in the woods, ladies and gents. It's a freezing cold day and I have forgotten my gloves. But I always like to put a positive spin on things. And the positive side of forgetting my gloves on a freezing cold day is that I don't have to worry about continuity and whether my gloves appear to pop on and off randomly throughout the video. But anyway, it's also really sunny, and as an entirely irrelevant aside, we are using a polarizing filter on the video camera to help control the light a little bit, and an added benefit of that is that it might reduce the glare on some of the shinier bits of my head. So let's crack on and see if we can find some good shots. I'm being told jokes off camera, ladies and gents, yet again. Are you making these up? Right, I'm shooting now. I'm actually shooting now. No more jokes for a minute. Right, the first shot, ladies and gents, is this beautiful weathered snail shell. It's really bleached by the sun, and he's got some nice little holes in him. So provided it doesn't blow away between now and when I set the shot up, that's the first shot. So I'm now going to stop rambling and actually set the shot up. Right, we are set up on this beautiful shell, ladies and gents. You can just see a fly going out of focus there. There's nothing fancy or clever about the composition here. This is really about the detail on the shell and the coloration on the shell rather than anything fancy or clever. So it's right in the middle of the shot there. Just plonked right in the middle. I think that fly is coming into focus again. We'll have to watch he's not there when we do the stack. So you can see we have two LED lights, one on the right hand side here and another on the left hand side here, and all they are really doing is they're lighting the edges here to just help bring the shell out from the background. So if I just turn those off, then you can see how it's quite a bit darker around the edges. If I just flick the left hand one on, you can see it lightens up this side. I just flick that on and off a couple of times so you can really see what that's doing. And the one on the right hand side, if I flick that on, you can see it gives a nice little light here, bit of light round here. Again, if I flick that on and off a couple of times, you can see what that's doing. So I think we're probably going to have a bit of a pause for this fly that is walking around. So I will join you again in a second. Right, the fly has gone, ladies and gents. So we're shooting at f8, nice middling aperture, nice optical quality, 20th of a second. The meter says we're underexposed by 2/3 of a stop, but we're ignoring that because the meter is influenced by this background. We're interested in the light area here, the light subject, and as usual with average metering, a light subject on a dark background means we should underexpose slightly. Looking at the histogram, you can see we're not clipping on the right and we're not clipping on the left, so we've got a kind of nice exposure there. So we are going to stack it. I'm going to focus on this closest point here. I'm just going to check that with my autofocus. I'm going to draw the focus slightly towards me just to make sure I don't miss anything in the final stack. And we are going to shoot 100 shots. When I go to the correct menu, we are going to shoot 100 shots, step with the one, and I'm going to shoot that now. So looking at the final shot in the stack, we have gone past this back edge of the shell, so that should all stack nicely and be sharp. So if that shot looks good, here it is now. Tell me a joke. The next shot, ladies and gents, I'm going to have to cut that in with. The next shot, ladies and gents, is this little puffball thing here. It's a kind of much more scraggly version of one I shot a couple of weeks ago, but I think it's going to make a good shot. It's got lots of real beautiful texture and detail on the surface. So yeah, I'm going to set that up and see how he looks. Right, we are set up on this shot, ladies and gents. We've got this scraggy looking puffball here right in the centre of the shot. I don't know whether this is going to come across in the final shot, but looking at the screen now I can see two eyes, a nose and a mouth, so a face there. No idea whether you're going to be able to see that, but yeah, we'll find out when we see the final shot. So we've got this chap in the centre of the frame. You can see we've got two LED lights, one to the right hand side, which I can just about point to here. That is slightly behind the subject, and that is throwing this light across here and picking out some of this texture. And if I just turn that light off, then you can see how that goes dark down this side, and you see less of the texture. So if I flick that on and off a couple of times, you can see what that is doing. Then we've got another LED which is overhead and very slightly behind the subject, and that is what is providing this light down here. If I just flick that one off, you can see how much darker the background goes and how we're not picked out round here. So if I flick that on and off a couple of times, you can see what that's doing to the background and the edge of the subject, and what difference that makes. So quite a simple shot really. F8, nice middling aperture, will give us nice optical quality and still keep the background out of focus. 15th of a second, there's no subject movement, so that's no problem. ISO 64, best quality on this camera. The meter says we're underexposed by 2/3 of a stop. I think that's fine. We're not clipping anything around here, we're not clipping any of these light areas. You can see the histogram is well clear of the right hand side, and we're not clipping any shadows, so we're clear of the left hand side as well. So I think that exposure should be just about right. So I'm going to stack it. I'm going to focus right in the middle because that's the closest part. Draw the focus slightly towards me just to make sure I haven't missed anything. We're going to shoot a stack, and we're going to shoot 120 shots because that's just what the camera's set on, and I don't want to fiddle about with it now, so we're going to shoot that. Right, looking at the final shot, we're miles past the subject. I'd be surprised if we use more than about, I don't know, 30 shots for that. But if that shot stacks okay, here it is now. Right, that shot is done, ladies and gents. I am done for the day. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe if you would like to see more. I will see you next time. Cheers.